What counts is what you have hope in, what you believe in, what you're actively willing to protect and work for and follow through. Hello to all of my devoted subscribers and listeners. It's Evie Life back again with another video blog update. So I'm going to the Dollar Tree right now. I just thought I would record myself riding the bus because I usually take the bus to go there. I don't have a driver's license and I don't like asking anybody for a ride to get there because I just don't want to be entertaining anybody else if I don't want them in my social circle. And people around me at the bus are not in my social circle. They're just taking the bus like everybody else. So I'm trying to romanticize everything going on in my life, but this is what I have to work with. And when you have to romanticize things that you don't find romantic, it just comes off as kind of, I don't want it to come off as forced, but I saw this nice cute garden and that was lovely. So here I am in the Dollar Tree. You see they added those video recording uh, security cameras, and they have a video of you. They display it to you. I don't know why they display it to you of yourself being recorded in the store as if I need to see myself on the TV while I shop. But now I'm seeing myself on the TV as I shop, as I record myself, as the security cameras record me too. So that's like, wow, so much attention, but nobody's really watching it. So I'm looking in this section at the Dollar Tree, and they do not sell those silver trays anymore. Those pretty fancy imitation silver trays that for serving food, they don't sell those anymore. I thought that was kind of sad that they discontinued those. At every Dollar Tree, I don't see them anymore. So I'm looking for stuff I ran on my list because just to keep track of things I bought. And as I'm looking, I notice that some people who come in the store are like, I don't know, they're not even shopping. Or they're just rushing to go in there. They just run in there, rush, grab one thing, and they rush out. Like, what are you rushing for? Why are you rushing? Because that just, there's no shame in taking your time to do things. I don't know why people are ashamed to take their time. They just want to hurry up and get what they need to get and then run back. Like, are you on a time schedule? Do you work for somebody? I'm not on a time schedule, so I can take as much time as I want shopping. But when it comes to other people, even the elderly, they don't want to take their time or smell the roses. I've noticed that my parent or my mom and her husband, they started wearing those sneakers that basketball players wear because I hear them squeaking across the floor. I'm like, someone needs to remind them they're 70. Someone needs to remind them they're in their 70s. Why are they wearing sneakers that squeak when they walk? They're 70. You shouldn't be wearing sneakers that squeak on the floor like a basketball player at that age. It just, yeah, just take it easy because I don't know why they're trying to pretend to be young. We know you're 70. I know you're 70, okay? I know you're elderly. Why are you trying to prove that you're fast and quick? Gonna run right to an early grave doing that. At this particular Dollar Tree, you saw the sign that just said $1.75 right there. They raised the price of a lot of things in this particular Dollar Tree. Like the candles, the prayer candles were $1.75. And when I went to the other one, Dollar Tree, their candles were still $1.50. So this Dollar Tree didn't have the cookies that I like, the wafer cookies that are long and thin and crispy. So I went to the other Dollar Tree. But at this Dollar Tree, I was just trying to see what they had because it's the one that's kind of far away, kind of in the more. I'm not gonna say it's a nicer neighborhood, but it's in an area that's closer to the suburbs, I guess. It's not a rich area, but it's close to the suburbs. So I saw some face serum over here, and I decided to look at these and get one of them. But this Dollar Tree they didn't really have anything that was different compared to other Dollar Trees I go to. And for the people who follow me when I go inside the store, I'm like, why are you following me? Why are you following me everywhere, to every store that I go to? What are you looking for? Why are you following me? Why are you so concerned about who I'm talking to? And you're never going to try to talk to me. That's what I don't understand about the common folk. Like, why would you worry about someone I'm talking to when you're never even going to talk to me? Are you a social worker? Are you a social worker? Because only social workers worry about that type of stuff. Ooh, I could not imagine being a social worker and imagining all the mentally ill people you have to talk to. I'm not trying to shame mentally ill people, but I would not enjoy that job at all. I like talking to people who like what they say comes off as extremely valuable. Like, I couldn't talk to someone who's like mentally ill, because that's just like poverty coming out of their mouth, and I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't handle that. Like, I wouldn't want to have a job in that, and I wouldn't like even be able to tolerate a job like that where I would have to listen to someone who just talks about poverty all the time. That would depress me, and it did depress me. And then their secondhand mental illness just ended up rubbing off on me. So this toothpaste I got is the charcoal toothpaste. They don't have those everywhere at every Dollar Tree. You see that lady? She was just standing way too close to me. But yeah. Anyway, the charcoal toothpaste, it was fluoride free, so that's why I got it. And it's still like $1.25. That other fluoride free toothpaste was $5, so I budget at Dollar Tree. I'm not trying to spend $5 on one product, because they don't even be better. It won't even have anything more valuable to that, but they're trying to make you pay more for something that's not even better, and I'm not doing that. Not at the Dollar Tree. And this cashier who worked there was like made a joke about her not trying to die at the Dollar Tree. Well, you work there. Why would you not want to die at a place you work? Okay? She's like making fun of the fact that she's not trying to die at Dollar Tree, but you work at the Dollar Tree though. So why would you work at a place that you're not willing to risk your life for? You applied for the job. So that's just on you. You know? Some people just, they do not know what to do with themselves. They don't care what line of work they get in, even if it threatens their life, you know. But that's just what I had to say for now. Okay, and this is me going to my storage unit just to get one thing. I don't really go out much. I'm mostly at my computer, so when I go out, I just feel like I need to record myself just to have something to talk about and upload on YouTube. There's really not a lot going on around me, and my non-existent social circle is just my mom and her husband, and nobody else talks, which I think is odd. I don't have like friends who've stuck around, and everybody kind of just like either dropped off or they moved, or yeah, my social circle is kind of non-existent. So this is just something I do just to show what I'm doing, like to feel like I kind of have something to do, but you know, nothing's really going on, which is why I had the storage for so long. Like, no one's doing anything. And I gotta blur this part off from my sunglasses probably, so people don't try to copy and steal my stuff by putting in the code. But I don't think anybody's actually gonna try to stalk me or like follow me in this place. Like, I might have joked about having a stalker, but like, people do not have the motive to stalk unless you're like super rich and super famous. I don't worry about like getting stalked or harassed or assaulted like that. But ever since I grew up, that's always kind of been a thing that my mom warned me of. But I've grown to know that people don't just assault you for no reason. Otherwise, they just be wasting their energy. So I'm just going to my storage unit just to get one thing, and There's not much else to say about that. I'm just solely responsible for all of the things I have, and I'm not just gonna let that disappear just because nobody else cares enough to have their own hobbies or their own things. They'll talk about my life or my me all day, I guess, but it's only because they have nothing else to do or talk about. I mean, if there was absolutely nothing interesting about someone else and you're around that person, I guess that kind of shows in your social circle. But some people like to make a big scene and be dramatic and just say a lot of things about other people, just say a lot of negative things about other people and add nothing. And it's just like I'm paying more attention to what's going on. I pay attention to actions, not words, because actions are really mostly what count. So if someone has something to say about what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, and they don't even know my name, they won't even address me as my name, it's just like them saying something in vain. But I'm not going to be the one putting in all the work and the effort to make things happen in my life if there's other people around me. So something's got to give with that. Either those people got to drop off or something has to happen to increase my quality of life. That's just something I've noticed. Like, people like to talk all day about nothing, and that's why nothing ever happens. That's why I'm still living, or that's why I still have my stuff in this storage unit. That's why I'm still living with my parents, because they still want to talk about what I'm doing. If you're going to talk about me, then you're going to be like involved with me with some way. You're not just going to be a stranger talking about me like someone who gossips. Like, you're going to be doing something for me. I don't care. Because if you didn't care at all, you wouldn't say anything. But I guess that's the least they can do. And the least is like getting very worthless these days. Them doing the least and them saying it's the least they can do. Well, the least you can do is nothing now. So pretty soon that will be the case. Alright, so I'm at my storage now. I'm only here to get one thing because I don't want to bring too much stuff back. But I was trying to think of something to say when I got here, like something insightful, but I can't think of anything right now. But so mainly I just want to say I've had this storage for a while, this storage unit, and it's kind of paying off now as time goes by. Like, I'm glad I still have all my stuff and I have a place to put new stuff because I don't want to put it in my parent or my mom and her husband's house because they get fickle sometimes. They start I don't know if it's arthritis or the medication that they're on, but suddenly they just get into an emotional fit and then they're like, I want you out. They don't actually mean it though, but they just go into these emotional fits where they're like, I want you out, but they can't actually say what they mean, which is they can't financially provide for me and they don't have the money. They're barely getting by, but they'll never say it. All they have is social security income. The housing market is going up, so I don't know how they're even able to afford their house right now. They're trying to price everybody out, but they're trying to make it look like, or like socially, they're talking to people and trying to make it seem like I'm the problem when they don't have enough money, and that's just it. They don't have enough money. But they're trying to make it seem like it's something I'm doing, as if I have anything to do with the paperwork they sign and the agreements that they do and the covenants that they make. I have nothing to do with any of that, but they're trying to make it look like it's my problem or that I have something to do with it. So I'm only getting one thing for my storage, and yeah. Also, I just want to say that if something is important to you, you will find a way to save it. Like, I wouldn't throw away all of my arts and crafts stuff if I thought it wasn't important. Like, I wouldn't throw that away. But you have to prioritize things that are important to you. even if other people don't think it's important. Like downtown downtown in this city that I live in, it's mostly for like it's a place to get a job, and it's a place that kind of prioritizes culture and art. But people who don't prioritize that like fall into their habits. They become a slave to their vices, like their addictions, and like, for example, alcohol or something like that. They become a slave to that because that's important to them, or like they just become addicted to it. But they're just not willing to make anything else important to them. So even if they have a job, even if they're like some type of authority figure, if they have like a vice, and if like that's, if they have addictions, which they do, you know, it's not like an addiction that's illegal. It'll be like them hanging out with their high school friends. Like they've been doing that and they keep on doing that, and nothing else is important to them. So as long as they keep on being tied to that, then, you know, then they're just going to do away with art and culture, and only prioritize getting jobs, which is why I don't want to stay in this city. Like, that's what people prioritize, and so that's what they're going to get, and nothing else is important to them, not even family. So they don't have much left. They're not thriving, they're surviving, not thriving. But this is a city that will try to make the neighborhood look nice. But like, if people have addictions, it's not going to matter how nice they make the neighborhood. All that's going to mean is the people who do the landscaping and the construction work are going to keep profiting off of people who have like addiction and mental health issues, because they're not going to try to upkeep their property. That's all that's going to mean. So I guess that's just the insightful thing I wanted to say. Also, the Dollar Tree I just went to didn't have the cookies I like. The nice wafer cookies in the nice tin can. They didn't have those, so I'll have to go to another Dollar Tree to get those. Maybe tomorrow, but yeah. So I'm gonna finish this conversation when I get back to my mom and her husband's house. I don't want to call it a home. It doesn't feel like a home. So back to the house that my mom and her husband live in for now. Okay, I am back after going to the storage and a Dollar Tree. Honestly, I didn't feel like going out today. It wasn't really that important, but you know, it's something to do. So I'm just gonna show on camera some of the things I got from the Dollar Tree. I was looking for some tea, and this is the only tea that was good quality that they had at the Dollar Tree. Chai tea. And charcoal non-fluoride toothpaste. I don't know why the other brand is more than this, but they're both non-fluoride. The Hello Fresh toothpaste is what I get only because it's non-fluoride. Some vitamin C serum for when I get acne, because I still kind of get acne as an adult. As an adult, I still kind of get acne. A treat, some gummies. Gummies as a treat. Gummies as a treat. I got this book. I thought it was cute. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it for cooking or baking, but it's just a cute book to me. Like I said, they didn't have the wafer cookies, so I just got what they had at this Dollar Tree. I'm just going to go to another Dollar Tree. Tin can cookies, but I especially like the wafer cookies because they came in like strawberry and lemon and chocolate flavor, so I like those. And some candles, because I always got to have my candles. That's all I'm going to share on camera right now. But mainly I just went to my storage unit to get these tiles, because I got, if I could, my desk would be made out of tile. It would be made out of some sort of gradient or marble or something like that. But yeah, I think of something else I was going to say. There was something else. Okay, so this is what I want to add to my video vlog, what I have to say for those who are listening and like watching my video vlogs. I don't get any comments at all. Like nobody leaves comments on my videos or anything like that, so I'm just gonna talk. But if you have something to say about that, then comment below, because like I wonder where everybody is. No one ever comments. But the relevance to that is people downtown, like, or people, I don't know, who grew up in like low income environments and like the projects and stuff, they think that their voice is what counts. They think their voice is what counts. It's not. What counts is what you have hope in, what you believe in, what you're actively willing to protect and work for and follow through. But like this mental illness that people have is making them think that all you have to do is say something, and like that's kind of a mental illness trait, like just thinking that your thoughts are what shape your world, or like your what you say. It's like you are not in power. You are not in power, so what you say does not matter. I don't know why people think that's what matters or what counts, your voice. If you're not in power, then what you say doesn't matter. You have no authority, so you're just wasting your own breath. But that's just what people's mindset is now. It's true. Oh yeah, I forgot to share. I got this from the Dollar Tree too. They have Starbucks drinks. At certain Dollar Trees, they have like the better drinks. So what I was saying is shoot. This is why you need to practice spiritual hygiene, because people think it's just physical hygiene. No, you need to practice spiritual hygiene for people who are filthy spiritually, because they're just gonna say anything around you and try to like project anything. I just imagine it as someone just like throwing their dirt around. Like that's just why you need to practice spiritual hygiene around people who are spiritually filthy. Otherwise they're just going to be like throwing their dirt around and like projecting onto everyone who think is going to listen to them. Yeah, that's why you got to practice it every day, like you would take a shower every day, because like some people just don't know how to keep their suffering to themselves. Especially if you live close by or like right next to those people. They're gonna be like, it's like a disease that's gonna affect you. Like people, if you think like mental illness isn't contagious, it is. Especially if they're like an influencer or they're supposed to be like a guardian. Someone with a mental illness is gonna influence you, or it's gonna rub off on you. So that's why I do like spiritual hygiene and like careful about what I don't really hang around them. That's the thing though. I don't hang around them like that. It'll be like, I'll give you 2 minutes, I'll give you 5 seconds, but like that adds up over time with people who don't practice spiritual hygiene. So like this city is becoming like a mentally ill city. They have good jobs though, but like people are mentally ill in downtown. And yeah, they're not really upkeeping any sort of emotional maintenance. They're not even taking responsibility for their own emotions. So that's gonna manifest into a mental illness. Nobody's really gonna care. So it's just like that's a recipe for disaster. God, that's why I don't want to stay in this city. Who knows, pretty soon they're just gonna be thinking that people getting shot down the street is normal. So that's why I don't want to live here. They think that's normal, but it's not normal. But they got some decent jobs coming though.
Maybe the maintenance man will clean up all the bodies.
Or something like that, because it's going to come to that eventually. Especially what they're relying on AI, artificial intelligence, which doesn't have emotions and is not going to care about people. And that's just the facts. It's not going to care about people. It's not going to care about their emotions or what they feel about it. Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know know if it even matters if they're paid well. No, it doesn't matter. Is that's just like kind of the sorry part. Like, it don't even matter if they get paid a lot, because it's just gonna multiply what they already are. I guess that's what I wanted to say for my video blog today. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, on the next Dollar Tree haul, because this was technically a Dollar Tree haul. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.